They said the truth won't survive beside the lies that maintain the decaying faces of this place. Hey everybody, what's up? It's Hold the Truth Hostage. I just want to say I want to thank you all for the support, and I truly need your support on this book I've launched, this comic book on Kickstarter. It's called SIMP-TAGIon. And I need your support. You know, a lot of things we talk about in a manosphere is how, you know, Disney sells something that doesn't exist, you know, lies and fairy tales, you know, and beyond just supporting the manosphere by watching some videos and stuff, you know, we have to also support that fiction. And that's what I'm trying to do with SIMP-TAGIon. You know, I need y'all to support this book. You know, right now there's about 186 subscribers. I just need y'all, if you can. I know the COVID's going on, but if you can, at least just put $5 in there. $5 on the Kickstarter and share it also, you know, because we need to take this to fiction, you know. That's why you see them fighting and, you know, putting men down on games and video games. They know that fiction is the last frontier. And that's why I need your support, man. I need you to go on Kickstarter and support SIMP-TAGIon. You know, hey, everybody, what's up? Let's Hold the Truth Hostage. Now, this video is very important and extremely important for you men, you logical men, you know, you logical men. This is extremely important. I want you to pay attention to this. I want you to save this video after, you know, you're done watching. I want you to rewatch this video I want you to rewatch this video once a week. Please rewatch this video once a week. Share it with every man, you know, every man in your life that's logical. You're gonna need to watch this, and this video, in all honesty, might save your life, you know, and it's probably gonna be one of the most important videos, part of this series. Now, this series is the post-normal series, and this is post-normal aftermath. You have to understand, we're no longer in a normal society anymore. We didn't have a post-apocalypse. We had a post-normal event. Now, what we're in a society now, post-normal society. Up is down is up, right is left, you know, whatever. Everything you hold dear is the polar opposite. You know what I mean? They're preaching, because you have to understand, you got to understand this, that in this post-normal society, being logical and being honest, you know, not that honesty has been something, you know, extremely, we got a history of agenda and all that, but we're in a post-normal society. And, you know, I'm going to start with manhood. It's no longer right for you to be a masculine man or a man seeking to have authority and respect. We're no longer in that society. That no longer exists. You know, you have to understand that. You have to understand that you trying to, you know, imply your authority as a man is wrong. It's wrong in relationships. It's wrong. It's wrong. Because they've removed your role. Your role as a man, no longer your true role, aka your role is a protector. Your role as a protector is gone. You see, one of the biggest flaws of this whole community is that they keep talking about men, you're a provider, you're a provider, you're a provider, you're a provider. The truth is, no, you're a protector first. What man would provide anything he can't protect? So I'm going to provide my children with a house that I can't protect or that can't be protected. So I'm going to provide them an opportunity to be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? We're in a post-normal society. What happened with the whole feminism and all this stuff, and like I keep stating with the voting, the imbalance of voting, you know what I'm saying? And it all happened. 1920. You know, I keep touching on that, but I won't do this on this video. Watch my series, Feminism is the Future. But we're in a post-normal society where it's wrong for you as a man to say or have any authority. The only person that should have authority in your household is the government, and then the government's agent, the woman in your life. Because for the government to truly have power and be the number one force, it needed to destabilize the reliance and the authority role a man can play in his family structure. So they've removed that, you know what I mean? They have the Boy Scouts now, where they've put women into the Boy Scouts, you know, the Girl Scouts into the Boy Scouts when they had their own troops. Because in this society, it's wrong for a man, a male, it's wrong for a male, it's wrong for a male to have any time where he's alone from the prying eye of a female. You know what I mean? That's what that whole putting the Girl Scouts into the Boy Scouts was all about. It was all about putting the continuous role of a female watcher in front of the men. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they demolished the Boy Scouts. And now it's wrong for men, it's wrong for your son to want to be a boy. So if your son one day wakes up, wants to change, you should completely support that. I mean, you shouldn't support him drinking at that age, but you should support your son wanting at age 5 a sex change and all that. You know what I'm saying? They're against normal. The last thing the government and its tool feminism want now is any sign of male stability. You know what I'm saying? Or male authority, because it threatens the government's authority over your household and all that. You see, when the government with welfare was welfare about helping the family, as in, instead of what they did where they kicked the father out and they would help you, you know what I'm saying? Instead of that, they were they to have welfare set up where welfare was about helping the family, it wouldn't be the government prying into that man's role. It would be the government wants you to be a strong and healthy family, so we're going to provide you some welfare as a family. You know what I'm saying? But instead, the government only provided welfare, which is just rations to begin with. The government only provided welfare with the man out, because and the liberals did that to the black community in the 50s first with welfare, is that they had to test it with the blacks first, because the blacks messed up by not having their own political party and all that. So they came in and they said, you take the father out, we'll be the father. We'll provide you with some rations. Once the government stepped into that father figure role, You know what I'm saying? It destroyed the normal that we would have. And that was in the 50s. So now what they've done is they've also attacked your taste as a man, your taste in sexuality, you know what I'm saying? That you want a fertile, young, healthy woman that hasn't been all around having sex everywhere. You don't want a risk for an STD. You want to choose a person that's pure and proper to raise your children. They've removed that too because they want you to get an STD. They want you to have domestic disputes in your household. They don't want stability in the family. They want to, you know what I'm saying? They want to keep increasing that prison economy that they've set up. You know what I mean? That prison economy where they lock men up, put you in jail. The last thing the government wants is stability. After all, they'll provide to your girlfriend, you know what I'm saying, enough rations to raise the child into a strong future delinquent and prisoner. Because the prison is mostly filled with, what is it, over 80% are from single parent households, you know what I'm saying, the prisons. So the last thing the government wants is anything normal. That's why when you see all these politicians running with, we believe in families and all that. When have you believed in families? I mean, since 1969, when the government, the Republicans in this case, conservatives, passed the no dispute marriage, they have not given a damn about family because they weaponized a woman with no fault divorce to destroy the family structure. So that whole we're running for family, it's BS. And like I said, we're in a post-normal society. Everything that was normal, it no longer is. You caring about, let's say you caring about having a healthy, not obese or overweight woman as your significant other for her health's sake, and for the fact that her giving birth at that weight actually endangers the child and her, you know what I'm saying? And then it increases the bills, the medical bills, the more unhealthy she is. That's wrong now, because you caring about someone's weight is you interfering with, as I stated on a previous video, FFP, which is the food industry, the fashion industry, and the pharmaceutical industry. They make money. They make money off of women being obese, and instead of investing in their health, they go purchase clothing and keep eating and so on. So we're in a post-normal society. Everything that was normal is no longer normal. In fact, you having a conversation with someone outside and, bringing up any factual evidence, if you hurt their feelings, you know what I'm saying? If you have a disagreement that doesn't fit the agenda, your job or your livelihood might be on the line. You know what I'm saying? So and the reason I'm saying this video is so important is you have to understand as a man that you're in a post-normal society. Everything you think about honor, helping other people, guess what? You try to help, you know what I'm saying? You try to help somebody. Let's say I'm going to do two versions. You try to help some woman right now in danger, and let's say she passed out. You lift her up and try to help her. If you accidentally end up touching her body a particular way she could say it was sexual, you harassed her. You harassed her by trying to help her. You know what I'm saying? Same thing for potentially if a man, passed out, the odds are far lower. But if that man happened to be homosexual and you tried to help him and he felt some type of way that you touched him sexually, or i.e. a hate crime for helping him, you could go to jail again. So good deeds and all that stuff, throw that away. You're on your own, because they wanted to also destabilize any social interaction between people that could threaten them giving orders through the media and the government and so on. So now they want to make it that you interacting with another person is extremely dangerous for your health. Lawsuits or frivolous lawsuits and so on, that they won't just throw the case away. They'll just keep it going on. So you have to understand you're in a post-normal society. You know what I'm saying? Any role you're trying to play, because it doesn't benefit what they're trying to make. It's profit. Everything has to associate with profit. Weight, obesity, profit. You know what I mean? This whole, you know what I'm saying? This whole body positivity, profit. You know what I mean? And you as a man, they want you to just volunteer and, create the next prison, be a prisoner and so on. You know what I'm saying? Her weight doesn't matter. Nothing matters. You know what I mean? And the other thing you have to understand in this post-normal society is that everything has changed. You no longer can speak virtue. You no longer can have a religion where you don't allow everyone in. Be it their sexuality and so on doesn't fit your religion's narrative. That's hate speech. You know what I'm saying? And they decide what hate speech is. We're in a country with freedom of speech, but you can't speak freely because it's hate speech. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand, you as a man from now on, be on your guard. Anything you're trying to do that's positive, you saw a kid is lost outside and you're trying to help them find their parents because they were lost. Guess what? They could put that pedo case on you. You know what I mean? They've basically made it that only the authority is righteous. Only authority can be virtuous. Only authority can have morals. And what's worse about that is that, we have police, but we don't have more police than we have just regular citizens. So once you interfere with allowing the citizens to do normal activities, helping your neighbor, being a good neighbor, your kids get lost, you help them get home and all that, you increase the odds of things happening, negative aspects. But that's what they want. They want to have you live in a society fueled by negativity. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand we're in a post-normal society. Anything you say, you know what I mean? A little kid wants to have a sex change at age 5. You're not supposed to say nothing. You know what I mean? You don't want to be a hate crime. At age 5, he can have a sex change, but he can't drink a beer. I wonder which one's more permanent, has more permanent, you know what I'm saying? You can't go back from, But that's what we live in. We're in a post-normal society, man. So, this has been a warning to you. Everything you think about trying to help others and all that, always think about a potential lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? The only person that could be a hero now is authority, not you. You know what I mean? Even with under this COVID thing, you know what I'm saying? They've limited the ability of people volunteering to go visit someone during a funeral or visit friends and family. If you volunteered and you know what's at risk, it's your right. You said you'll take that responsibility. You'll take that risk of getting the virus and so on, But they want you to be separated. They want you to be 6 feet or limit the amount of people you're around, but they don't want you to limit the amount of information they're giving you. You turn on your phone to make a deposit, you'll see COVID-19. You know what I'm saying? It's a post-normal society. You are no longer in a society that praises normal. They praise everything absolutely against it. Even though, our, genetic goal is to breed and have children to continue our species, that's not normal. That's not right. You know what I'm saying? What I just said right there, that's hate speech. You know what I mean? That's hate speech that I just said. That's normal. No, normal is the absolute opposite of that. You know what I mean? You can't have boys being boys. You can't play fight. You can't. We live in a post-normal society. And it's going to continue on far beyond 2020, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's not all negative. That's one thing the manosphere does. They sell this grave post-apocalyptic outlook. But in all honesty, it's actually freeing you as a man. They've removed you from shaming people. They're basically telling you don't care about anyone else. Don't try to help anybody. Just focus on yourself. That's what this whole shaming thing is. Yeah, don't shame anybody. You see somebody doing something stupid, you know what I mean, risking their life or being overweight and not health conscious, you let them, you know. So you have to understand, man, we're in a post-normal society. And, this has been a post-normal series intro. But like I was saying, it's not all negative. You as a man are free now. Now we have body positivity. If you see somebody that's heavy and overweight breathing very hard, it's not your responsibility to tell them to get in shape or take care of themselves. Keep the positivity. You know what I'm saying? That means they're basically training us to not care about anyone else. You know what I mean? Which in another video I'll explain why. You know what I mean? They're preparing you. We're about to head towards something dramatic, and it's gonna change the way we naturally continue our species. So they need to remove any aspect of us connecting or unifying based on, older ways, So, you know, so let me see. So like I said, man, we're in a post-normal society, guys. It's not all bad. It just means focus on yourself. And, even though we're social and we men want to be honorable and care and save other people and help them, you shouldn't do that anymore. Just take care and focus on yourself. That's what we live in this post-normal society. All right. They said the truth won't survive beside the lies that maintain the decaying faces of